because of the automatic meter, they're turned on. And so I'm talking to this mom, and all of a sudden her kids start screaming, "Mom, the power's on, the power's on." And the mom started crying. I started crying. It was just really cool to listen to the effect of people that donate to our program that don't know who they're helping. And I'm actually listening to somebody that received help.
That's incredible. And, just for the folks at home real quick, Susan, we were having a little bit of an audio issue on the front end of this conversation. We are talking to Susan Sams, Executive Director of Energy Assistance Foundation, and we've been talking about Warm Neighbors, Cool Friends. This has been a great program. And, a great conversation about this program. We've talked about the fact, Susan, that over 100,000 homes have been helped. And this is just such an incredible milestone. And as our listeners are experiencing those higher supply charges on their electric bill, real quick, just to re-inform our audience, just for the folks that might have missed some of this, Susan, what can Warm Neighbors, Cool Friends help with when it comes to those kind of increases, just to refamiliarize our audience and the folks just that are tuning in?
So if you're moderate income, and as an example, which you have our website up there, warmneighborscoolfriends.org, it'll have our income range as well as all of the agencies that administer our program throughout Ameren Illinois territory. We cover 44,000 square miles of Ameren Illinois, and in the heating season, we'll match anything the customer pays up to $500 one-time assistance. So if they've already made a payment but can pay a little bit more, I mean, we even have people who borrow the money from a friend or neighbor or relative to be able to get our maximum grant, but we're able to put a $500 pledge on your account, and it really just makes a big impact in the people's bills.
And before we take a quick break and we come back and have more of this conversation, Susan, if it's okay, just to help me a little bit more understand this. So let's say that my energy bill is racking up. Let's say I didn't get to it last month, or I couldn't, and it's or it just was astronomical this month, and it's $400 or $500, and I just don't have that, and all I have is, let's say, $250. Can I still qualify to see if I can get a $250 match?
Sure. And you also can call Cameron's customer service and be set up on a pay agreement. Mm-hmm. So there are options there that not everybody realizes. And then they take what you owe and divide it out into X amount of months that you pay it back. But absolutely, we're able to help with that.
That's incredible. Susan, is it okay we take a quick break?
Absolutely.
We'll come back with more of this great conversation on RiverBender.com. Roku TV, we're talking with all about Warm Neighbors, Cool Friends. Susan Sams is the Executive Director, Energy Assistance Foundation, and just been learning about all the ways that Ameren's contributed to this through donations, and then ways that we can just help ourselves when the going gets tough, and just hearing all the great work that's been done. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Then that time I went and said goodbye.
Welcome back. Daily Show on a Thursday, 9:36. We're back with Susan Sam. She is the Executive Director of Energy Assistance Foundation. We're talking warm neighbors, cool friends. This has been a fantastic conversation, and I'm so excited to have Susan on the show as we've been exploring this topic. And for all of you that have been tuned in and maybe missed part of that, like I said, that audio issue earlier on, I apologize for that. We have that, I think once a year at most this anymore, Susan, and I'm sorry it was your interview. Susan, welcome back to the program, and it's great to have you back. Let's dive right into warm neighbors and cool friends. And as we were talking earlier, one point that you made that was such a good one was on the other alternative suppliers. And if you could you fill us back in on just a little bit more of what that means?
Sure. They call it ARIES, Alternate Retail Electric Suppliers, and there was a big push in the last couple of years that you didn't have to get your energy supplied by Ameren. You could use any number of companies in Illinois to supposedly get a lower rate. Mm-hmm. What was happening, what we were seeing was a lot of people would get a real low rate for the first 3 months. And then when you stop looking at your bill, then the rate would go anywhere. Back when Ameren was 8 cents a kilowatt hour, people were paying 29 cents a kilowatt hour. And that, when you are struggling to pay your bill and then you find out that you're paying way more than you should be or could be, it's just extremely frustrating. If I can tell the story about my brother again, I thought that was pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
So my brother called and said that someone came to his door and told him he could get 7 cents a kilowatt hour for 15 months. And he signed up, and I said, there's just no way that that's possible. And he said, oh yeah, they promised me that was right. So, well, I want to see your bill because I don't believe it. And sure enough, they were adding a $29 per month administrative cost to his supply charge. So the $29 was more than his electricity that he was actually using. And it probably took him 3 months to get it changed back to Ameren. And he was frustrated, as most people are, that find that out.
Well, and Susan, I wanted to ask you, how many, it doesn't have to be, a number by number answer, but do you ever talk to folks through this program that, are saying, Ameren's rates are just too high, not realizing that maybe Ameren's not their supplier because of an energy aggregation program that's a citywide initiative or a village-wide initiative that they had to opt out of?
Absolutely. And the community leaders that set up those municipal aggregations, they themselves feel like they're making a good deal for the community. And it is not always that way. My children live near me, and they all send me the letters and say, what do I do with this opt-out message? What do you do? And I check with people at Ameren, and I want to verify that what Ameren's rate is, but it's always on. So I'll say this again. I'm not sure what part of the interview didn't work, but on the third page of your bill, it'll say that everybody's electricity is delivered by Ameren, but your supplier can be a different company. And on the third page, in about the middle, it'll list the company that is your supplier and what you're paying per kilowatt hour. And then down just a little bit, sometimes I think on page 4, it'll say Ameren's rate to compare, and it'll tell you. And if Ameren's rate to compare is less than what you're paying, you just call Ameren's customer service 1-800-755-5000 and say, I don't want to pay this rate that I'm signed up for. But it's amazing how many people aren't aware of what they're actually paying for their electric supply.
1,000%, Susan. And one point I wanted to circle back to too before we continue this conversation down the pipeline is just the difference between what makes Warm Neighbors, Cool Friends just a little bit different than the other utility assistant programs that are out there.
So LIHEAP is the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program through the state and federal government, and they help 0 to 200% of the federal poverty level. And then we help 200 to 300% or 80% average median income by county. So as an example, for one in the home, if your 30-day gross household income is between $33.33 and $47.13, then you would qualify for our program. And, people, a lot of the comments I get is, well, if I made that much, I wouldn't need help. But I am here to tell you that people deal with temporary financial crisis of any kind. I had a cancer patient who was driving to Oklahoma from Illinois for her treatments, and her gas and her hotel, all of that was just unbelievable. So you really can't say what it is that, with insurance and co-pays and premiums, and it's usually just one temporary financial crisis that can really set a family back, or a couple.
And Susan, this is why, and we were talking about this on the front side of this, and I just love the program so much because this, to me, is so many of our neighbors, and I think that's why the name is perfect, quite honestly, because there's so many times, whether it's family members of mine or neighbors or friends or people that we just know that are just right out of the qualifiers for, a statewide program. And I think that it's so great that this is the alternative too.
Yeah, I've got a quick story about a gentleman in your area. His wife was in Barnes and he'd been in the hospital. He was an older guy and he owed $133 on his bill. And somebody from Ameren's customer service called me and said, this guy says, no, he doesn't want help. None, he's going to figure out a way, whatever. He says, well, here's his phone number. So I call him. His name's Gerald. And I talked, and he said, my father was a Baptist minister, and if he knew I accepted a donation from anybody, he'd roll over in his grave. And I said, Gerald, our program is designed for people like you that have a problem, and we can help you solve it. And the only way he would accept help for the $133 is if he mailed us a check for $20 a month. And he did that. And then he said, I tell all my friends, there's no way you don't have $5 a month to donate to this great program. So he went from being able to get assistance, paying us back, and then donating $5 a month to the program. So, and that's incredible. Myself, but warmneighborscoolfriends.org. You can donate there. You can find your local agency. You can see our income ranges based on your family size. It's just a wealth of knowledge. And I see on your screen, energy efficiency is also a very, very valuable part of this. If you can make your home more efficient, of course, your bills are going to be lower for the life of your home as long as you live there. And Ameren Illinois Savings.com is a great place to find out the energy efficiency programs that are available, or there's a link on our website.
Absolutely. And, a couple of more questions for you, Susan. If someone's received help during the summer, can they not qualify for assistance in the winter?
Yeah, this past summer, we did not have enough funding to offer summer cooling. Our cooling program has always been for seniors, those with a disability, and those with a medical necessity for air conditioning. But we hope to be able to get enough money in to be able to help summer again next summer. But yes, you're able to get help once in the cooling season and once in the heating season.
And, going into a little bit of the nuts and bolts of this, is the income guidelines for eligibility. How can someone find out if they qualify? And is there a good starting point we can give them?
Yeah, the website is the best place that you can start. It will give you the income ranges based on your family size, and it is just a wealth of knowledge. You can call 888-690-5700 and talk to me, and I can direct you to if you don't have access to the internet. And there you go. Look at you.
I'm going today, Susan.
So we cover all the blue. We cover 44,000 square miles of Ameren, Illinois. We have agencies throughout. And I said, the agencies that administer our program, their whole goal in life is to make their community a better place. So there's your income range based on family size. And a little blurry for me, but maybe hopefully people.
And then, too, real quick, Susan, just to get the folks started, if you're a family of one, I mean, that income range for Warm Neighbors Cool Friends starts at $3,333 up to $4,700. Is that per month, Susan?
Correct. That's your total gross household income.
Okay, and then for a family of two, that rises from $4,358 to $5,383, and just some great valuable information there, just to give them a starting point on where that is. And for a family of three, $5,383 to $6,663, and you can learn more by going to that website, warmneighborscoolfriends.org/apply. Susan,
correct.
Before I let you go, what's your favorite component of this program?
It has to be being able to be a blessing to so many people that didn't know the program was available and have never needed help, have never received help. And just it can be, for a lot of people, just a little bit of help that they need to keep going.
Absolutely. And we talked about this earlier. We spoke about it a few times. The funds can come from donations. We can donate today by, again, going to warmneighborscoolfriends.org. But also, where do some of the other funds come from? I know you mentioned Ameren earlier.
Ameren has a charitable trust that pays once a year. They give us a grant from their charitable trust, and that covers all administrative costs. So this time of year, we're one of the few, see, someone's calling for energy assistance right now. We are one of the few not-for-profits that can say that 100% of your donation go directly to those in need.
This is just incredible. And one more time, to get involved or to donate, warmneighborscoolfriends.org. Correct, Susan?
Yes, you could call Ameren and ask them to add a monthly donation, even $1 a month. You know, at 1.2 million electric customers, if everybody gave $1, you know what the fly said?
What's that?
Well, the fly said, when he pees in the ocean, every little bit helps.
And you're absolutely right, and we hope that we can get some individuals today to help donate to that program. That's a great thing to do, and you never know who it can help. And Susan, what's the phone number again if someone prefers to call?
888-690-5700. And you can, our website has the address if you want to mail in an old-fashioned check and just do a one-time donation. We'll take anything big or small.
Absolutely. Susan Sams, the Executive Director of the Energy Assistance Foundation. Susan, thank you so much for your time, and just a pleasure talking with you. I hope to do it again soon.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. We'll take a quick break. Daily Show on a Thursday comes back to us next right after this in the heart of the 618.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it.
This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer. MCHS Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the MCHS team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MCHSInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Let me show you how country feels. Put your hair down, get you some of this laid on back. Kick your shoes off, kick them off. Get you some of this slow down fast. I'll take you up and down these hollers and hills. Let me show you how country feels.
Back Daily Show. How about that first conversation with our partnership with Ameren? Sorry for the clunkiness in that. What happens is, and this is, I shouldn't really go into the fourth wall, but I'm going to break it down for you. Whenever we update boards and things, and I add things to the show like new commercials, sometimes things fall out of whack, and you know, you get here and you prep, and then, like, I was ready to go. I even went upstairs just to print off more notes to make it a perfect first interview and didn't check to make sure that everything was right. So I apologize about that. It happens every once in a while. That's why we extended that conversation. You never didn't miss anything on that. We talked about it some more and just rehashed some of those earlier conversation points, but my apologies. And what happens is I have my work thing pulled up on my computer down here, my work message, and then my phone's always on silent. So when I see it, and I really don't look at text because, well, I'd be quite honest with you, I really don't. The only text notifications I have come up are for like my priority contact things. And so I just, apologize. With that being said, got to fill you in on a few things. Man, I am just not feeling too good. Here's what you need to know as we round out our 9 o'clock hour, and just wanted to fill you in on a few things that we probably won't get to in the 10 o'clock hour. More than $110,000 has been awarded to this year to 112 Illinois fire departments and districts through Illinois American Water's firefighter grant program. Since the initiative began in 2010, nearly 1,200 grants totaling over $1 million have been granted to fire and emergency service customers and organizations in the Illinois American Water service area. It provides funding for organizations to purchase protective gear, communications equipment, firefighting tools, water handling equipment, training materials, and more. The following fire departments will receive funding this year, like Alhambra, Alton, Belleville, Brighton, Cahokia, Caro, Champaign, Chillicothe. Wow, there's a lot of them. East St. Louis, Cottage Hills, Fairmont City, Fairview, Fosterburg, Glen Carbon, Godfrey, Hamel, Holiday Shores, Jerseyville. The list goes on, a full list at RiverBender.com/news, because there's just too many. These grants were announced following National Fire Prevention Week, which took place October the 5th through October 11th, raising awareness about the importance of fire prevention and emergency planning. This year's Fire Prevention Week theme was Charge into Fire Safety, lithium-ion batteries in your home. The theme aimed to educate individuals about how important it is to buy, charge, and recycle safely when it comes to those lithium-ion batteries. I didn't realize how much of a problem they were. You can find out more details on that at RiverBender.com/news. Illinois has dramatically improved its ranking from an F to an A on the Shared Hope International Just Like Me report cards, becoming one of only 3 states to earn this top grade. This leap follows the enactment of the Illinois statewide Trauma-Enforced Response to Human Trafficking Act, which was signed into law this year. The act establishes a coordinated multi-agency approach to support survivors through trauma-informed strategies, standardized training, and enhanced screening in high-risk industries. The Illinois State Police and partner agencies have also launched the Illinois Trafficking Enforcement Group to strengthen enforcement and survivor support. These efforts, they underscore Illinois' commitment to protecting vulnerable populations and empowering survivors across the state. Also in the news today, Taylor Minor, a senior at East Alton Wood River High School, has been recognized as a Midwest Members Credit Union Female Athlete of the Month for her outstanding dedication and leadership in cheerleading. A 4-year varsity cheerleader, Minor has shown remarkable resilience and encouragement, overcoming mental blocks with support of Coach Allison. Beginning cheer at age 4, she credits the sport with building her confidence and outgoing personality. In addition to cheerleading, Minor competes on the track and field team and has maintained excellent academic achievements, including the National Honor Society and straight A's. That's incredible. She plans to continue cheering in college and pursue a career in elementary education while aiming to lead her team to the state competition this season. That's a part of our Student Spotlight series. You can find out more about great area students being recognized on that section at RiverBender.com/news under the Student Spotlight tab. Let's take a look at weather as we wrap up the 9 o'clock hour. We head into the 10 with temperatures right at 54 degrees in downtown Alton. They feel like 56 out there, but, that's 2 degrees. Who's complaining? Today, mostly sunny, and tonight, rather cloudy with a couple of showers later on. Right now, air quality is at 51. That's clocking in at moderate, and mold, those counts keep rising, so make sure you take your Claritin today, clocking in at 6,900. And that ranks at moderate. Here's what the next 5 days look like, and man, that forecast changed quick. On Thursday today, a high of 65, a low of 54. On Friday, a high of 72. That'll be definitely the warmest out of the next 5 days. A low of 39 degrees. That'll be a drastic drop. On Saturday, a 60% chance of rain throughout the morning. By mid-afternoon, that rain clears, and we'll have sunny conditions all throughout Sunday. On Saturday, though, temperatures reach a high of 65, a low of 34 degrees. On Sunday, a high of 39, a low of 25. And then on Monday, we start our week with a high of 40 and a low of 23. That's a look at your next 5 days, my friends. Here's what's happening now. It's 54 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 56 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. All righty. Hey, while I have you, before we take our break for top of the hour, let me fill you in on Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu's grand opening. I mean, this is so cool. This is not just a grand opening. I mean, this is truly a grand opening extravaganza. I mean, we're talking 65-inch TV giveaway. We're talking $500 giveaway. We're talking PlayStation 5 giveaway. Think about this. You just go and celebrate the occasion with Adam Marburger and a great team, the elite team at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, and you have a chance to win some awesome presents from Santa for your children ahead of the holidays. You're winning ahead of Christmas, or you just surprise yourself. You can tour their new home on Friday, November the 14th. That is next week. Wow, this month's flying by, from 4 to 8 p.m., where you can meet the coaches and experience what makes Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, well, truly unique. They're going to have Riviera Maya there for food, and plus they're going to have some great drinks from that mobile sip bar. It's going to be one you don't want to miss. Don't forget to tell those guys that once you see them on November the 14th at RiverBender.com, and you know who sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break, come back with more Daily Show in a new hour on the same day, at least, right after this on RiverBender.com, Roku TV. You stay there, and I'll be here, my friends.
Looking at you, oh no, no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights, coming through in stereo, when everybody
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Sounds like the radio. Back in 94, you know. Hook the speaker up to my soul. It sounds like the radio. Sounds like a damn good time. Soaking up some neon light. Well, it's a little bit of fiddle and a whole lot of country gold.
Back Daily Show, 10:04. That's the time on this Thursday morning. We're in with Kylie Wesley and King Air Conditioning and Heating, and really just cool, the Community Hope Center Toy Drive and Community Give Back. We were talking a little bit about this during the break, and, you know, I was just at the Community Hope Center Trivia Night, which I thought was just fantastic.
Yes.
And we had first place until the very end and lost it. We finished third. It was respectable. But what is really cool is that King is stepping up yet again for such a great organization.
Yes, we're very excited to be helping them out.
Well, fill me in on this toy drive. What's it all about?
So their toy drive, they do it every year. We've been a part of it the past about 5 years or so. They bring a bin to our shop, and people can drop off toys, or our employees drop off unused, unwrapped toys, or new unwrapped toys. And pretty much they come back and they just pick the bin up and they take it back and they give it out to some children at the end of the month, so for Christmas.
Well, and what I think is really cool is, and we'll show you in a couple of seconds here, the really great features when it comes to the Amazon wish list. So if you don't want to stop in or can't,
Yes.
you can still support it.
Yeah, and they actually just started doing that, I believe, 2 years ago, where they send us a QR code and it has the Amazon wish list and the Walmart wish list. But
Oh, wow.
this year we kind of decided that we wanted to be able to give them a little bit more with the toys, and we created our own, so then that way we could make it kind of a contest and get people involved and be able to enter in winning all-inclusive blues tickets.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, and we're on the wish list right now. You can take a look at some of the items that are available for to give to this great toy drive.
And it's easy because all you do is click it, you purchase it, and then you put your name in the message, and then it sends it right to us, and we take over from there.
This is just fantastic. And now, has this been something you guys have done in the past?
Yes, so we've never done the contest with it. Each month we try to give back to a local organization, and normally it's just donating a percentage of our installs. So for the month of November, Community Hope Center, they will receive a percentage of our installs. calls. But also, since they were hosting the toy drive, we thought it would be fun to make it a contest as well.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Well, and now with the contest, with the Blues tickets, what all comes with them? Because you said all inclusive.
So it's all inclusive Blues tickets, and the main thing is it's a Friday night game, which
That's
is
even better.
amazing.
Thank you. Yep.
So usually we try to give them away to employees or to customers and stuff. So when we have a Friday night game that we could give to a contest, it's kind of a big deal. So it is Friday night, December 12th, and it is the Blues versus Blackhawks game. And so what comes with it is all-inclusive food, drinks, and then great seats as well.
Wow. This is going to be awesome. So you can be a part of this, and now all you have to do is just be a part of it. Drop off a new unwrapped toy at the shop or order it online from the wish list. And you guys can see this. We'll link it in an article on RiverBender again, but just go to their Facebook page. We'll take you there now, King Air Conditioning and Heating. And look at this. How easy. Boom, boom, boom. We're here. Look at that.
Exactly.
That's simple.
Very simple to enter.
I love the fact that we can showcase that online, too. It just shows how easy it is. And, with that being said, at King Air Conditioning and Heating, so with the donations, how does that work? Do you guys just on service calls or?
So that is just our install side.
Oh, cool.
So, for example, last month we chose Metro East Humane Society.
Great organization.
In Edwardsville, yes. And I dropped the check off to them Monday. We were able to raise, I think it was about $3,500 total.
Wow.
So it's pretty decent amounts normally that can make a big difference. And we're always looking for different organizations to give back to. So, I mean, if anybody has ideas as well, we're always open to those.
Or if there's an organization out there that maybe needs some help, just reach out.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So I guess the other question is, are you available to install still? Are there still install jobs?
Yes, and actually we have some great promotions going on right now too. We have our Bryant Flex rebates back. That's up to $2,100 in rebates.
Wow.
And what's great is you can also pair it with, right now, they have Wells Fargo 0% interest financing for 60 months. So you could get both of those combined. That offer is available until November 29th.
Wow.
So, I mean, we do have some great promotions, tax credits going on right now until the end of the year. We're also offering 5-year labor warranty on top of the parts warranty for Evolution systems.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so we have some great ones that people can take advantage of before the new year.
Well, and, King has just been around for, so long. And it's great to see such a community staple giving back and being a part of the community, too.
Yes, and so my parents actually own King Air Conditioning and Heating, and then me and my brother work in there. We've always seen my parents give back to the community. So we kind of wanted to take it a step further, pick an organization each month to give back to. We're both from the community. We love this community, and we want to see it thrive. So
absolutely. You got a moment to take a quick break?
Yeah.
We'll pay a quick bill. 10:10. That's the time on this Thursday morning. More conversations with Kylie. We'll talk all things King Air Conditioning and Heating, Community Hope Center Toy Drive, and the community give back. More for you next.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Weirdest thing, that spider web that's on the camera was not there for Halloween. It's been there for 3 years. Halloween, it goes away, and it just, now it's back.
Yeah.
I hope it can build my house. Back with Kylie, we're back with King Air Conditioning and Heating. You guys have an opportunity to not only, get taken care of by one of the best around and in town and in the region when it comes to your air conditioning and heating needs, but also a way to really support a great organization. So the toy drive, where are you guys located so we can drop off these toys?
So we are located right off 255. It's 7020 Ingham Lane, close to Walmart. You can stop by. You can't miss us. If you're driving down 255, you'll see King Air Conditioning, Bush Refrigeration, and that's where we're at.
Really cool. And now, also a part of it, so when's the giveaway winner, or when's the ticket winner going to be announced?
So the toys have to be dropped off by November 26th. The winner will be announced December 1st.
Really cool. So we got time to plan.
Yes, we have plenty of time to send gifts in, and I'm hoping to fill up the whole wish list and be able to give back to them.
Well, 100%. And, I just think it's great that a portion of, your guys' installation fees go back to the organization, too. That's a really cool give back.
Yes.
How long ago did that start?
So that started probably 21, I would believe.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. So we've done Restore Network, Refuge, Paper Planes, 5As. We've tried to just go through different organizations and pick them.
It's absolutely incredible. And so there's some huge deals, too, right now until the 29th on up to $5,000 in rebates for Bryant Flex.
So that would be including the Bryant Flex rebates along with the tax credits.
Okay.
So Bryant Flex rebates is the $2,100.
That makes sense.
And then the rest could be the tax credits. Tax credits go till the end of the year.
Really cool. Yes. And now, what was the other opportunity too?
The other opportunity is that goes to the end of the year would be our 5-year labor warranty, and that's through King Air Conditioning and Heating, and that is for Evolution system installs.
Really cool. And you can find out more by going to the Facebook page. It's King Air Oh wow, you guys made it easy too. Just type in facebook.com King Air Conditioning Heating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not user 14,015
no,
that you get.
It's pretty easy. I try to make it easy.
So, 50 years in business this year?
Yes. So 50 years. My parents actually purchased it from Jerry King in 1991, and we were on Pearl Street in Godfrey, and we purchased Bush Refrigeration in 2009, and they were on Albee, and we decided they're separate companies, but we decided to combine them under one building. And we moved to Ingham Lane, I believe it was 2016, I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and it's just great to, see that, like I said earlier, that you guys are giving back and keep adding to that.
Yes, and it is a family-owned and operated business. My dad, my mom, my brother, me, and then also my cousin is a lead installer in the business.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and what I think is a great opportunity, too, is to always call King and get ready for, service and all that, because we're getting ready to hit 20 degrees on Sunday.
Yes, and we are pushing furnace cleaning checks right now. It is so important to have your furnace maintenance. People don't realize, I don't think, that your system's like a car. You need maintenance on it, and it's very, very important to keep that up regularly for efficiency.
Well, and too, the longer you put it off, the more expensive that bill is going to get.
Exactly. So.
Well, and now what's the best number to call for service? Is there a different line for service and installation?
Nope, you can call one number and they can direct you wherever you need to go. 618-466-7574.
97% out of 102 reviews is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we try very hard to give the customers a good experience.
Absolutely. And an opportunity for the community to win big for the Friday, December 12th game as the Blues take on the Blackhawks. 7 p.m. That's a Friday night, so you don't have to worry about taking work off the next day or whatever you got to do.
Great girls' night out, boys' night out. So
really cool. And now, how many tickets?
2 tickets.
2 tickets,
Yep.
and there you go. And it all benefits Community Hope Center. Drop off a new unwrapped toy at their shop on Ingham Lane, or order online at that wish list. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Oh, and schedule your install.
Yes, or furnace clean and check. Either way.
There you go, Kylie. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, thank you so much.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more Daily Show next.
To handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show on a Thursday. Miss Foreman, did I spell your name right? Is there an E in there? Yes. Oh, look at me go! Did I spell everyone's name right? Heidi, did I spell your name right? Oh, dang it.
It's okay.
How do I spell it, Heidi?
Heidi.
Heidi. Gosh.
It's okay.
I knew that. I've spelled Heidi before. I used to produce a show with Heidi Glaus, and I'd have to type her name in every day to put it onto SoundCloud, so you think I'd know. Akira, how are we doing today?
Good.
Did I spell your name right?
Yeah.
Oh, phew, I got it all right. Miss Wolf, I got 2/3. That's not even a passing grade. Okay. Well, it's always great to have Marquette Catholic Theater. And Heidi, you've been on the show before, haven't you?
I have. I was here for Freaky Friday.
That's right. That was last year. Was it? No, that was this year. Kind of.
It was in the spring.
It was in the spring. So kind of last year. Alice in Wonderland, though, is taking place tomorrow and Saturday. This is really cool.
Yeah.
How did the show come about? What was the decision to go Alice in Wonderland this year?
We had the murder mystery with Clue last year, so I wanted to do a more classic story that everyone would know, but it has a modern twist with it.
No kidding. I like this. Before we go any further, how did Clue go last year? Was it a good, well-received?
Yes.
How did the Freaky Friday go?
Really good.
Very good.
So we're off 2 strong performances. We're on to a third.
Yes.
At least.
Yes, and last year Freaky Friday was nominated for the St. Louis High School Musical Theater Awards for Best Musical Direction.
No kidding.
Yes.
That's really cool. Well, and as we dive into this too, I just think it's great that you're going with Alice in Wonderland, and now to have kind of a modern twist. Take me through, what was the rehearsal like now that we're here?
We kind of just started every other day after school, and we would just kind of do some scene breakdowns. First act one day, second act the next day, and then we really picked up this past month with having about 4 rehearsals a week and just doing full runs and trouble scenes, and it's come together really, really nicely.
Absolutely incredible. Akira, what are your thoughts?
I like how the cast all comes together and actually pays attention to their actual parts.
That's a good one. That's a great point. So with that being said, who are we playing?
I'm Queen of Hearts.
Really cool. I haven't won on that game yet. They have it at the VFW. 30 I love that. That's awesome. And Heidi?
So tomorrow night I am Alice.
Wow.
And then Saturday evening I will be playing March Hare, Tweedledee, and Frog.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have 2 different Alices then?
Yes, we wanted to give more actors the opportunity.
Really cool.
To push themselves.
I like this.
Yes.
Well, and now, have you both seen the movie, I'm guessing?
Obviously.
Both of them? Both? Is there multiple?
There's a live action.
So yeah, because you have the newer one, and then you have the original, which I know.
Yes.
I haven't seen the live action one. It always scared me, that little guy.
It's a little jarring.
Yeah, I feel like it's just too kind of, realistic for me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you prefer, the live action, or do you like the original?
I like the cartoon.
Do you like the cartoon?
Cartoon is better.
Oh, definitely cartoon. Okay. Definitely cartoon.
What have you taken away from this? And Akira, I'll start with you with Queen of Hearts. You watch the movie, and now you have to interpret it and put it out there on stage in a modern form. What is your thoughts on it? What's your takeaway on the character?
Me personally, I'm a very nice person. I don't really like to be mean.
Mhm.
But if I get mad at somebody, then that encourages me to actually get in my character.
Really cool.
If I get mad at somebody, I actually will get into my character.
I like it. Really cool. And now, Heidi, what's your thoughts?
So
We'll start with Alice, because you got a couple.
Okay. So from the movie, she's very quiet. She's little. She's dainty.
Mhm.
And I'm taking that dainty, but I'm trying to use more of she needs to be stronger in her action. So I feel like she gets courage throughout the show. By the end of it, she's so confused and she's out of place, and she's realizing, because with our twist on it, she's not the same person she was when she got to Wonderland.
Mhm.
So by the end of it, she has this really profound realization that she's not the same person who she was when she woke up.
Oh, that's interesting. Really cool. And with the other characters, too, let's go into those.
Okay, so March Hare, I decided that we need to make him a little bit more funny. So I gave it an Irish accent, or my best try at an Irish accent. And he's just really goofy, a little cranky. I don't know, something might be in the tea. Whatever. And then my favorite character that I play is Tweedledee with one of my best friends. And I think it's one of the funniest parts of the whole show. And we just get to goof around, try different costumes, sword fight, tackle each other, just mess around. We have little propeller hats.
So you get to have fun.
We just get to have fun. And
I love it.
It's just good to have some comedy in the show, and I think everybody does a really good job with being funny.
How's the camaraderie with the crew? It seems like everyone's is loving this play. Just from hearing you, Akira, earlier. Is everyone getting along and liking it?
Yeah.
Really cool. Ms. Foreman, take me through the development of this. What's been the process for you and the enjoyment?
So in July this year, It was kind of the deciding factor. We've been thinking about it since the spring, but we finally decided on it in July. We started the casting process in end of August, and then we went straight into rehearsals. The first few weeks, we had character work, and I let the students create their own characters. I give them guidance, but I don't tell them, this is what I want you to do.
Yeah.
I want them to create it so it's more natural.
Well, and you give them an opportunity to really grow as a performer. It's not a news anchor script. See, that's why I'm always good at my job. I don't have a script anymore because I've done this for 3 years, so I got it. But it took me a year to go, okay, I got to read this every day. And that's not what you guys are going to thrive at. You have to put your own interpretations on this. This is cool. Yes. What's your favorite part of the whole performance? If you could tease the audience on one thing now. I mean, I know it's like a child. You can't pick one.
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you guys.
Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, I love Humpty Dumpty.
Our Humpty Dumpty is spectacular.
It's really funny.
It is spectacular.
I like it. Okay, Akira.
Besides Humpty Dumpty, I'm going to say the trial, because the trial is very chaotic and very funny.
Yes.
That's cool.
Very chaotic.
There's a lot of characters in
Yes.
You guys ever seen the Shrek Humpty Dumpty? You ever seen him?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I just love that guy. I whenever you said that, I had to Google him just because I was like looking at that. With that being said, how do we get tickets?
You can go onto Marquette Catholic High School's website, and on the quick links it says buy theater tickets here. Or you can buy them at the door. Kids 14 and under are free, and adults are 10.
Really cool. And you can find out. I almost had this done. We'll come back after break. We'll take a quick break, and I'll show you how to get tickets right after this.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Daily Show, welcome back. 10:30 on the nose. We're back with Marquette Catholic, Miss Foreman, Heidi, Akira, Alice in Wonderland. Coming down the pipeline. It is Thursday. This week kind of just, you blinked and it was over. And I know it felt like that for you guys because you're probably in Tech Week. Is it Tech Week?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's hectic. Is it fun Tech Week or has it been hectic?
It was hectic. And then last night, we just started playing music over the speakers just to surprise the students. And they went all out.
Good.
They went all out.
So, with that being said, do you guys have a performance before the students? Does that happen this time around?
Yes.
Is that tomorrow?
That will be tomorrow.
What time?
It is during our community and house time.
Oh, cool. So it's during school, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the nerve-wracking performance of them all, or is it on Friday and Saturday? Friday?
I think that the school performance, it kind of like pushes me to be funnier.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to do more. Like I want to go all out.
That's cool. Well, and are the students really supportive of it? Do they like it?
Yes.
That's cool. See, that's what I think's awesome. Is this the community support that's at Marquette Catholic? And so Friday, what happens Friday? What's going on?
Opening nights on Friday.
Okay, so that's the nerves of it all. This is the real deal. And Akira, have you been in Marquette plays before?
This is my first play.
Oh wow!
I was in Freaky Friday last year.
That's
This is my
right.
first
Okay.
play.
So, first play ever?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there are some nerves here. What's your thoughts heading into this? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm just a little nervous, but I'm ready.
Do you have any ways that you help kind of prepare or get your nerves calm before, or do you get angry and get into character?
I just think back to the movie how she's like very irrational, very crazy, and I'm a loud person already, so I like to be loud. So I just think how loud can I really be? How loud can I really be?
Really cool. I like that. Heidi, do you have any pre-show rituals going on?
Well, plays are different than musicals for me. Musicals I usually have to like disassociate because like I gotta get in my own head and I gotta get on my level. But for plays I just kind of like to mess around backstage with my buddies and just kind of like just like forget that we're going and like doing this for a second and just like get real.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that a lot. And how much are tickets again?
$10 for adults.
CJ, you failed the first time to show us how to get tickets. I would like to thank the audience for reminding me. We're going to go right to the website here. Here's how you can find them. See this where it says quick links? Buy theater tickets. Boom. Contact information. And you fill it out. You can also get ads. Well, I don't know if you can do that now. But ticket levels are right there. Oh, and you can do a student shout out if you'd like.
Yes.
I like that. Really cool. That's available online, and we'll link that too. Going into it, Kara, what are your plans? What grade level are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
So you still have a couple of years. Are you planning to go into performing arts after high school?
I plan to.
Really
if
cool.
If it works out.
Heidi, where were you at last time we talked? Because I always ask everyone that question.
Well, I'm a sophomore, but I have absolutely no idea what I want to do.
That's what I think. Didn't you say that last time too?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. I always like to keep updated.
It changes like week by week.
What'll be fun is in a couple of years when you guys are seniors, you'll look back at these and go, okay, wow, here's how far we've come with our decision. You know what I mean? This would be really cool. Okay, with that being said, what's your final push to get people to fill up the seats? I know they will be on Friday and Saturday, but what's that final sales message to see Alice in Wonderland at Marquette Catholic?
Kind of see like
if you could be the sham wow guy, or you know.
I don't know. I would just. It's a good way to spend your evening, and like with a classic tale with a comedic twist.
But expect the unexpected.
Yes.
Boom! I loved it. I like the chemistry there too. That was a perfect sign off there. Miss Foreman, anything else to add to the equation?
If you are in the audience, you will become a part of the show.
Really?
You will get to interact with some characters. Make sure you're paying attention the entire time, or the Mad Hatter and Cheshire Cat might mess with you.
Or the Queen will take your head off.
Oh, wow.
That too.
Chance of a beheading. No. With that being said, we'll link everything in a write-up. Keep up the great work, seriously. It's so cool to follow along and just see the great things. And congratulations on that recognition, too.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. 10:35, that's the time on this Thursday morning. More Daily Show comes back to you next, right after this on the Heart of the 618.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time,
that it is I mean, there's accountability there. You can't just throw your Big Mac bag out of the window. I saw someone do that the other day. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, why would you do this?
Yeah, I'm so harsh with these trucking companies, MBI especially, in Republic. Of course, they're like Mo, Larry, Curly. I don't know who owns who, but at any rate, I'm so harsh on them all the time. But it's just the people that throw the McDonald's wrappers out on the exits and stuff, and the bottles.
That bothers me. I mean, really, that means it's not a litter thing anymore. Because sometimes, I hate to say it, sometimes we all have an emergency, and things happen and you got to do something, Yeah. But when you're throwing a beer bottle or a pack of cigarettes or whatever the hell, or the cellophane, that's just because you're lazy and you're disrespectful.
Yeah, and you see it so much. I'm the harshest as far as our board members, county board member chairman, Chris Flusher and stuff. But I support them, but I don't let them off the hook. And with that said, there's been a lot of effort on their part to control the trash. Yeah. Heavy police presence. But unfortunately, what I've been finding is that after a week or so after the police presence, I'm still picking up about the same amount of trash as I was. But a lot of that, and like I said, in their defense, a lot of that is just people become accustomed to throwing stuff out the window.
I agree. I completely.
The big items, I don't see the big items coming off the trucks anymore. It's the smaller items, the little smaller grocery bags and things like that. And that's just a situation where the nets are torn and trash is filtering through the nets. But it is interesting because I had a Madison County board member, Kylie Wesley, reach out to me. And she come out to work with me, and she was very gracious, and her eyes were wide open. She saw a lot of things that I don't think she was aware of. And then a couple of days later, she found out some of the letters that I wrote to the board members. And she's like, Rusty, you got to cool it. You're pissing everybody off. And the more she dug into like talking to the Adam Walden, the highway commissioner, and other people, I've made a lot of, I don't have a lot of friends in some of those areas over there because I've been so harsh. And but I think she understands why, the nature of the beast. And I'm not running for office or anything. I have no political affiliation when it comes to that. So I want everybody to pay attention to her because I think she's actually going to try and make a difference. Kylie Wesley from Bethalto, I think she's going to try and make a difference.
I appreciate that. And it's good too that whenever you come on here, I think that's where I think so many people that have initially when you came on, they were like, Rusty's just raising hell, but you are, because you're very accountable. You've said before, you were a bull in a china shop, that's, it happens. And you sometimes you got to, though, just to get this done.
You live and you learn, man. I knew nothing about board members, who was in charge, who did what, money was appropriated, nothing. I just knew there was trash on the roads, and I was sick of it. And, at some point in time, you just got to do something about it. And that's what I started doing. I've been doing it. And I so appreciate appreciative of you allowing me to come on here because I've been doing this for quite a while now. It's been going on close to 4 years now.
Yeah, well, you deserve recognition. I mean, seriously.
Well, I'm not looking for the recognition, but
it's not just that. The issue needs to be talked about too, though, because this is stupid. I mean, we've talked about how many times police have so many more important things to do. If someone was just an adult and didn't throw things, and the trucking companies too, most importantly, are held accountable and they get the proper material. They got CEO, and I don't know who, not blaming a specific trucking company, but you got these people that are making buku bucks and they can't take care of their trailers and their trucks, and this is ridiculous. It truly is.
If there's only one thing that in particular drives me crazy about the politics of Madison County is that if you're not an elected official, they really don't pay you much attention. I mean, I could show them all kinds of different ways and stuff, and they just get tired of hearing it. I mean, there's so much of it, but yet the problem continues, and but I'm optimistic. I do believe that we're going to get this done. I think there's been a vast improvement. As far as I don't find the swimming pool covers and big huge items anymore. Right. I mean, that was just atrocious.
Yeah. That was terrible.
It is getting better, but that's neither here nor there. I think that's enough on the negative part. Let's move on to some of the positives.
I like it. You adopted 2 new roads.
Yes, I have. I was very instrumental in trying to get Adam Walden from Madison County to reinstitute that Adopt a Highway program. But I was somewhat reluctant to adopt the roads myself because I like going where the trash is at. And if I have a particular road, then I can't. And if there's, like for the county roads, for instance, you don't need to clean those up as often. So if anybody's interested in adopting a county road, I would highly recommend that you look into it because they only need to be cleaned maybe about 3 times a year, 4 times a year.
I agree.
It's not so bad. It's just a walk in the park. But it was one of those situations where put up or shut up, Rusty. You wanted this damn program and you haven't done anything to it. And the reason is, so I talked to Adam Walden. He asked me to get involved, and so I've adopted 2 roads. So not only do I have my roads with IDOT, I have roads with Madison County now. 2 new roads with Madison County that I've adopted.
Well, and the county roads are, I feel like, much safer sometimes than the...
Oh, absolutely.
Would you
agree?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you have a Boy Scout group or a church group, any type of activity, I would highly recommend you look into a county. And sometimes families can adopt a stretch in memory of their uncle or their grandfather. Like, for instance, I've done it with IDOT with my brother. But IDOT's a little trickier. You got to be a little more careful out there. But county roads, I would highly recommend that. And I've adopted 2 new roads, so I have a total of about 9 miles. 9 miles now that I clean up. I know my wife hates me, but I keep telling her to get in line.
Get in line. I hear you. That's actually a go-to of mine. So with that being said, do you want to talk about what roads you adopted?
Well, it's nothing big. It's just Moreland Road off of 143 heading into Bethalto. I've adopted 3 miles of that. Okay. And then Wanda Road, it's about a mile stretch. I've adopted
that's
that.
what I was curious about.
But what's significant about that is the trucks, the trash trucks. If they don't come down 143 heading to the landfill, they'll come down Wanda Road. And if it's not, it's like Larry and Curly, like I was talking about. Just pick your poison. They're both going to get trashed. So I live in that community, so I've been picking up them anyway. I've been picking up those roads anyway.
Right. So you're just making it official.
Yeah, I'm just making it official, and that's the way I'm working out. So the Adam Walden, the highway engineer, can say, look, we've got X amount of charter groups, and I'm hoping to inspire other people, other charter groups, other family members, other small businesses. I'm waiting for John. I'm waiting for your boss, John, to jump in on that.
I keep trying. I think I want to do it so bad. I really do. We'll see.
The thing is, if anybody wants to do it, just reach out to me. I'll help you. That's what I was talking about, that Chrissy Wiley. I was like, if you adopt a road, I'll help you.
Well, what's this berm highway cleanup that you're writing about?
When Pride does their cleanup recently, I always, when I get involved in that, I clean up the berm highway out there. That is the berm out by the museum, the River Museum, or is that the Beltline? I'm not sure. That's the.
Wait, which way?
Out by the River Museum along the river road.
Oh, going towards like the wood.
Yeah, from Wood River to Alton.
Oh yeah, that's the berm.
The berm. Yeah, I didn't know the terminology on it exactly, but it always bothered me when I'd come into Alton, seeing all the trash along the road. So when Pride would do their cleanup, that was a stretch of the road that I've been doing for the past 2 years. So I reached out to Martha Feister because I like her, some of the things that she does, and she seemed to be somebody to get something done. And so I asked her about it. Do you think we could organize a cleanup on that road? Because man, when I do it, I just out there for like 2 hours and I'll come up with 6 or 8 bags of trash.
I bet.
It doesn't look that bad, but when you get into it, man, there's stuff that's in that grass that's been there for a long time.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah, it is. It needs a lot of work. The middle of the road needs a lot of work. So long story short, Martha said, that's not my area.
Right.
You have to contact Michael Veloff.
Yeah, he's Ward 3.
And so I sent a letter to Michael Veloff saying basically, let's get this cleaned up. In my mind, if you had about 12 people in a couple hours, you could do a huge impact on that.
I think he'll get back.
And I have not heard back from him yet. And so I mentioned it to Martha, and she said she's going to contact him.
Well, he's normally really responsive.
Yeah, I hope so, because see, it's a difficult situation. Sometimes you piss a lot of people off. He works for this. I believe he works for the city of Wood River.
I don't know.
And the city manager of Wood River is not one of my friends. He does not like me. Well, I had a cleanup organized, and I asked him to use 4 of the city barricades, and he turned me down.
Right. Well, no, I just don't know if Mike worked. I don't know if he works for
I thought he worked for the city of Wood River. I'm not for certain.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I was just looking on the profile or something like that. That's what surprised me.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But like I said, I have good hope on that one. I
do too, because I've heard good things about him, but I haven't heard back. And the people have to pardon me because I don't like waiting. You know what I mean? When
you are not very patient. We talk about it. But neither am I. But you have to do this, though, Rusty, to push the issue forward.
If I'm writing you a letter and contacting you, and you haven't spoken back to me in about a week or 2 weeks, well, then I guess I'm just taking the impression that you're not interested.
Yeah, I get you.
I'll move on. I'll move on because there's enough trash for everybody around here. Yep. So
now, is the berm, is that IDOT or is that?
Well, that is IDOT. That's 143. That is IDOT. But you have to understand, IDOT just doesn't get to every place that needs to be done.
Gotcha. So sometimes it takes a local coordinator.
If you're waiting for IDOT, you might just be waiting a while.
Well, it makes sense.
I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm here. I'm ready to go. So plug me in. That's kind of what But there again, I have a hard time with excuses, and I have a hard time with waiting. The trash is there. It needs to be done. Let's get on it.
I get you. Do you have a moment to take a quick break with me?
Yes, I do.
We will come back with more of Rusty Wheat next, right after this.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Show 10:02. That's the time. Back with Rusty. Alrighty, this is the big part. This is the positive part.
Yeah, the best part.
The buried lead of CJ Nasello that he's known for. You know, I never knew what Hartman would say. Ray Hartman would do his show and he'd go, I buried the lead. And then he would say something like, what does bury the lead mean?
Well, this saved the best for last.
Thank you. No, I didn't bury the lead in Rusty's mind. Thank you. Because Jim Murphy's landscaping, complete landscaping, he's an incredible advocate for the community.
Yeah, I think he's won that GOAT award now, that the best of the best, for like 19 years in a row. Now,
it's that award too, but it's also every time I see someone needing something that can be sports team related, school related, or something for the kids, he is always there to support.
He's always supported all the schools, even the ones that his kids didn't participate, not the ones he graduated with. He helped all of them, and you will see his employees out there weed whipping the intersections of a lot of the exits and stuff, and he just does it to make the area look nicer.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
If you haven't used Jim Murphy, I highly recommend you look into what he does, because he employs a lot of area youth. He employs a lot. I mean, they do a lot of different things, and there's so many specialized services that they don't do this, they don't do that. Jim does a lot of stuff, and so I highly recommend. But anyway, Jim contacted me. And it was like, there's two great businesses that are trying to help me out. And Jim Murphy and his landscaping business is one of them. He saw that I had a need for a trailer to move my barricades around, and because I simply can't get everything in my pickup truck. And so he graciously donated a trailer. They had a 14-foot trailer that he was using. And now it needed some work, and elbow grease and a little paint and stuff, but he provided me with some paint. And now I have a trailer that I could use to haul my barricades around with, and I'm so thankful.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a 14-foot trailer. He just donated.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was 14 foot.
14, perfect condition. Needed maybe a board replaced here or there, and like I said, a little paint. But I can't be any happier in thanking him for his participation. So Jim Murphy, if you haven't tried him, please give him a shot. And the other person is, of course, one of my best friends, is Denise Sparks. Sparks Junk and Trash Removal. She saw that the county was not going to provide me any safety barricades, and so she stepped up and purchased me some herself. And so now when I'm out there on the road, because I could use the Roxana barricades in the Roxana jurisdiction, but if I'm working off the exits, off 255 and stuff, I don't have any barricades other than what I make. And so by Denise stepping up and buying me a couple barricades, it makes things a lot safer for me, and I'm a lot more advantageous to get out there and do some more of this work.
This is just
so incredible. I thank Jim Murphy and I thank Denise Sparks, and anyone who's listening, if you could give them an opportunity to earn your business, I don't think you'll regret it.
Absolutely. Well, Rusty, before I let you go, I just think it's great. What's the best way for a business if they want to support you like Jim and Denise have?
I've got everything I need. Those two businesses have given me.
No kidding.
They've given me everything I need. I buy my own trash bags. I don't need anything from the county. But what I would like the county to do is step forward and put together some programs that they could help out other individuals, not municipalities, but individual groups. Provide them with a few safety barricades. It's not a lot of money, and the investment is well worth it.
I agree.
You know, so that's the only thing I could. So if you want to help me, talk to your board member, call Chris Flesher's office, and just tell them that they think that they should institute some programs to help volunteer groups.
Really cool, Rusty. Before I let you go, we'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. We got Hainer Library joining us in about 4 minutes. Then we got Bi-State Development.
Stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Tomorrow isn't built by dreamers. It's built by doers. Because progress doesn't work unless we do. So at Ameren, we've been hard at work putting energy to work for you. Adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines, making the energy grid stronger today so it can meet your needs tomorrow. Learn about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Oh, and I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt. Oh, and I ain't been lonely since you said goodbye. Wish I could say I miss.
Love Zach Top. Welcome back, 1058. This has been like... I mean, if I had the attitude of Bill Riley, this would be like the Do It Live time. It is not Marquette Catholic Theater presents Our Daily Show. Happy Thursday. Hey, while I have you, we're wrapping up the day that was. And I just want to say thank you guys for such just a really great morning. We had a great day, great guests, great start with Ameren as an official partner. I am sorry that sounded gross. I am just not, allergies and stuff. Okay, but before I let you go, I gotta leave you with this story. Officials for Maine's largest healthcare provider have apologized for sending their condolences to hundreds of people who are still alive. What would have been better is if they said, "We're sorry you're still alive." A computer system error caused Maine health officials to send letters of condolence to more than 500 living people to inform them, their next of kin, of their reported deaths. Maine Health, the state's largest provider of these services, sent those false correspondences to 531 people on October 20th. Well, here's what they said. "We sincerely regret this error." They aren't going to give you any money, but they are sorry. There were no medical records that were listed the individuals as dead. The computer program has since been corrected to prevent future occurrences. But I just would have loved it if they would have said, "We're sorry you aren't dead yet." I don't know. Hey, at least they apologize. See you tomorrow. We're going to be taking you to Santino's tomorrow. That'll be fun. I'm sampling 13 dishes. Going to talk to the chef and have some more fun on that. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.